if your death has been decreed at a time, you will not die elsewhere. That is the reality of matters. There's an incident mentioned in Madarikut Tanzil in the 21st juz, in Surah Rum, in the concluding verses of Surah Rum. فَلَا تَدْرِي نَفْسٌ بِأَيِّ أَرْضٍ تَمُوتُ. No soul knows where he will die. There's an incident mentioned, and there's a kitab that I have read, Al-Anbiya wa Malakul Maut, the angel of death and the interaction with the galaxy of prophets. So the different prophets had met with the angel of death and they had dialogues. And there are great discussions. There is a hadith in Muslim Sharif where when the angel of death came to Sayyidina Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, and Musa alayhi salatu wasalam engaged with him, and Musa alayhi salatu wasalam rebuked him and said, go from here. And so the angel of death went back to Allah and he said, Arsaltani ila abdin la yuridul maut. That's the hadith of Muslim Sharif. Oh my Lord, you've sent me to a man who doesn't want to die. And Allah said, that is my prophet Musa. Go to him, identify yourself to him, and tell him you are a messenger and you have come to remove his soul. And tell him he has a choice. If he puts his hand on the back of a bull, then every strand of hair that he touches, he will be given 1 year of extension of life. So the angel of death came to him and said, I am the angel of death, and Allah has given you the choice. فَلَهُ بِمَا غَطَّتْ يَدُهُ بِكُلِّ شَعْرَةٍ سَنَةٍ. Every strand of hair that you touch. So Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam said, and thereafter what will happen? If it was me, I would look for the most hairy bull, the one that has the most amount of hair on it, and grasp with 2 hands in a full embrace so that I could prolong my life. He said, after that what will happen? He said, ثُمَّ الْمَوْتِ, then inevitably is death. Sayyidina Musa said, if it is inevitable, then rather let it happen now. So there's an incident mentioned in this kitab, and I gave you, Allama Nasafi has mentioned it here under this ayah. I was telling you that death is inevitable when it has to happen. So the angel of death comes, and there was a person standing next to Sulaiman alayhi salam. And the angel of death looks at him. This person doesn't know this is the angel of death. And he looks at him in a very wary way, in a very different way, in a very uncomfortable way. After that, the angel of death disappeared. This person asked Sulaiman alayhi salam, who was that? He said, that's the angel of death. He said, he gave me a very frightening look, and I really got nervous about it. So please order the wind to take me to some very remote location. Now we know the wind would blow for Sulaiman alayhi salam. وَلِسُلَيْمَانَ الرِّيحَ غُدُوُّهَا شَهْرٌ وَرَوَاحُهَا شَهْرٌ وَأَسَلْنَا لَهُ عَيْنَ الْقِطْرِ. One of my scholars used to say, Sulaiman Airways, flysulaiman.com. Before you had your airline, and before aviation had reached their up 35,000, Sulaiman Airways was flying. And the Quran said, the journey of 2 months in 1 day. وَلِسُلَيْمَانَ الرِّيحَ غُدُوُّهَا شَهْرٌ وَرَوَاحُهَا شَهْرٌ وَأَسَلْنَا لَهُ. And the Quran said in another place, تَجْرِي بِأَمْرِهِ رُخَاءً. The wind of Sulaiman was gentle, was passive, yet swift. So it wasn't aggressive. It wouldn't cause harm to nature. It was eco-friendly. There was no emissions of gas. So Sulaiman alayhi salam instructs the wind to take him to a very remote place. Subsequently thereafter, the angel of death comes back to Sulaiman alayhi salam, and he asked Sulaiman alayhi salam, where's the brother that was here? He said, to be honest, he felt so threatened and intimidated by your look, he asked me to relocate him with the wind, which I did because of the miracle that Allah has given to me. So the angel of death sighed with relief. He said, I was wondering, because in an hour's time I was given the command to remove his soul at a very distant place. I was wondering, what was he doing here? I said, what is this man doing here? Allah has told me to remove his soul at a very distant location. And I'm like, this man is sitting here, and in an hour's time he needs to be dying on that other island. وَمَنْ كُتِبَتْ مَنِيَّتُهُ بِأَرْضٍ فَلَيْسَ يَمُوتُ فِي أَرْضٍ سِوَاهَا. Whoever's death has been decreed at a location will not die elsewhere. That is reality. We need to know that. That is our aqeedah, that is our belief. We ask Allah to give us a death on Iman.